President Biden announced he would be dropping out of the 2024 presidential election yesterday. Many top California Democrats came out to publicly endorse Vice President Kamala Harris as Biden's successor, and one of them is the California Lieutenant Governor Eleni Kounalakis. She's joining us live. Lieutenant Governor, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
Wow.
So this is all happening so fast. Were there conversations before Biden made the announcement that you would be endorsing Kamala Harris?
You know, Ty, this has all happened fast, and it really is unprecedented. You know, our party, we have enormous respect for President Biden, but to make a decision like this, it was a very big decision. So I think right now there's this sort of incredible excitement, but people are really just trying to understand exactly how is it all going to move forward. And I think, as just was mentioned, this outpouring of popular support. Actually, it's up to about $81 million has been raised in the first 24 hours since he endorsed her. That's a lot of money. And so this explosion of excitement is now, I think, in a place where we're ready to see her, as she just did, stand up and sort of organize her campaign and her effort so that we can go up against Donald Trump, which everyone knows is not for the faint of heart.
And as you pointed out, these are uncharted waters here, that we've never been here before. What's the best way the California Democratic Party can endorse Kamala Harris and include the voters?
Well, it's a very complicated process. Typically, as delegates, we just go to convention and we vote for the person who everyone voted for in the primaries.
Right.
It's just sort of to affirm that. So really, this is an open primary, basically, an open vote of delegates, in the sense that anybody could have stood up and challenged her. But this has been a groundswell of support for her, and I think it's pretty clear, certainly among the California delegation, but I think among all of the 50 states, that she is the preferred candidate to go up against Donald Trump.
And what's your plan to elevate Kamala Harris, and what's the plan of the Democratic Party in California to do so?
I think it's partially our job to tell the story of her leadership here, of how she really, you know, against all odds, became the San Francisco Attorney General, then had a very hard-fought campaign, DA,
right,
and then a hard-fought campaign to be the state Attorney General, then to become our senator, then to launch that campaign for president, where she learned a lot, and now this. So because so many of us have worked with her and know her so well, know how smart and tenacious and hardworking and experienced she is, I think it's up to us to tell those stories now that the rest of the country is going to get to see her and get to know her the way that we do.
That leads perfectly into our final question for you, Lieutenant Governor, and that is, what does it mean to have a California in this position to potentially be the next president?
Well, again, we know her as a Californian with all of the values that go along with that. But for the last 3 years, she has been the Vice President of the United States. She's represented us on the world stage, and she has spent a lot of time in other parts of the country as well. So I think she's ready. I think she's prepared for this. And again, you know, the contrast couldn't be greater. Donald Trump said he wants to be a dictator on day one. His vice president said he wants to ban abortions in every part of the United States. She is a champion for women's rights and women's freedom, and she frankly believes, as so many of us do, in the importance of American democracy.
Well, the contrast between those candidates is very clear. Lieutenant Governor Eleni Kounalakis, thank you so much for taking the time today. I know you've got many more interviews to do today, so we really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, Ty.